Okay, good afternoon. We're going to get started with our safety demonstration. My name is Heidi. I'm from Burke-Divide Electric Cooperative up in Columbus, and today I have with me lineman Randy Landsberg and our operations manager Todd Unruh. They're going to be doing the hotline portion of our demonstrations. The main reason we want to speak with you today is to make sure you are all aware of the dangers and hazards of electricity. Although we all love the benefits of electricity, the truth is there are too many deaths and injuries each year because of electrical shock. The demonstrations that our linemen will be showing you today are very dangerous. Remember that linemen have special training and equipment to allow them to do these demonstrations, and in no way are any of these demonstrations to be done by anyone except for trained linemen. We'll give you time to ask questions at the end of the demonstration. So let's talk about electricity. Electricity is produced in a generating plant. The electricity is then transported over high voltage transmission lines at voltages of 65,000 volts or more to a distribution substation that reduces the voltage to 7,200 volts. This is the voltage of the lines in our service areas. Everything on our display trailer is exactly the same as you would find on a power line around your service area. Our electricity is coming from the main electrical entrance in this building. By feeding 240 volts from this building into the secondary side of our transformer, our overhead line is energized at 7,200 volts. Notice these wires are not insulated. As we follow the line, we come to a fuse cutout which protects our transformer from such things as overloads, short circuits, or lightning. The power then flows into the second transformer where the 7,200 volts are reduced to usable household current of 120 or 240 volts, which we will use to light the bulb here on our demonstration trailer. Yep, we can turn the power on. Electricity is measured in volts and can be compared to water in a water faucet trying to get out. Electricity is always trying to find the shortest path to ground, which can be through the human body if given a chance. Voltage is not what kills people, but it is the current or amperage that does. Even though this 100-watt bulb takes 120 volts for it to operate, it draws enough amperage or current to kill 20 people. I can shut the power off. However you want to do it is fine. At this time, we want to point out some of the safety equipment that we are using to put on this demonstration. First, you will see the linemen are wearing hard hats. These are required and are worn to protect the lineman's head from falling objects and from electrical shock. Linemen also wear rubber gloves. These gloves are insulated and tested at 20,000 volts. They are sent into a professional glove testing company once a month, and the line crew also tests them daily before they are used. Todd will show you how the guys test their gloves on a daily basis.
You should take them off their rubber protectors. Do a visual inspection. Up, thumbs between, pull on them. If there's any kind of a holiday or fracture, the black insulation part, the yellow part will show through, so you kind of pull on. You're going to check the things. Check all the three C's. Then we do what we call the pump test. We actually trap the air in the glove. We just blow it up and look at the glove. Leakage in the air. And look for the discoloration of the carbon black. Pass this glove around. See how hard it is to work with it.
Okay, the linemen also wear leather gloves on the outside of their rubber gloves, and these are used to protect the rubber gloves from being damaged while they're working. The linemen also wear rubber sleeves to provide additional protection. The next piece of equipment we will look at is called a hot stick or a shotgun. Randy has that. This piece of equipment is tested at 100,000 volts per foot and is used for working on energized lines. Todd has an extendo stick, and it's another tool that the linemen use to work on energized components from the ground. These sticks are also tested at 100,000 volts annually. Last but not least, linemen must wear flame retardant clothing and safety glasses. We will now get into the heart of the demonstration. Let me turn the power back on. By first turning on the power, it looks perfectly harmless, doesn't it? You can't see the electricity flowing through the wires. You can't smell it or hear it. Is there anything actually flowing through the line? We will see if it is as safe as it looks. Remember that this type of work can only be done by a trained lineman using the proper safety equipment. Randy will now demonstrate the phase to ground. As you can see, there is a lot of energy in the wires. This is electrical energy, which is perfectly harmless and safe when given the respect it deserves. This electricity can be compared to lightning. It seeks the quickest and easiest path to the ground. This is the same thing that will happen if a grain auger or other piece of equipment comes into contact with an overhead power line. If you see a power line lying on the ground, always assume that the line is energized. Move away from the wire and tell someone to contact your electric provider right away. Conductors of electricity normally are metals, aluminum, copper, iron, moist earth, and wet wood. We'll give the guys a minute to get
And reset.
power restored again.
Power outage. Okay.
Many people think it's a game to shoot insulators or other electrical equipment. They don't seem to realize the dangers. These insulators are used to prevent an undesired flow of electricity. Examples of insulators are porcelain, which is used in our insulators, glass, and rubber. By breaking an insulator, electricity can no longer be contained in its proper place. Now we are going to
Test
the good insulator. As you can see, nothing happened. Now we will touch the wire to the bottom of the insulator that is broken and see what happens. As you can see, the electricity flashed over to the grounded pole top pin. When an insulator is cracked or broken, the electric arc can cause the wire to burn off and drop to the ground, and someone could be electrocuted if they touch the wire. So make sure not to use electrical components as targets. It can be deadly. The next thing we would like to talk about is if you are in a car accident and crash into a utility pole and equipment falls onto your car. Your life and the lives of the others trapped inside will depend on what you do in this situation. The thing to remember is to stay in the car until help arrives. Make sure you warn any help that comes along to stay away from the energized line and have them call the utility company. You should only I guess we got to do the tire. Sorry. You should only leave the car if you absolutely have to. If the car would happen to catch on fire, you would be forced to get out of the car. Make sure to follow these directions. I think Todd's going to show them. Yeah. Make yourself as small as possible by crouching to the ground and crossing your Then leap from the car. Make sure to keep both feet together at all times and continue to jump away from the car. Be sure not to touch the car and the ground at the same time. If your car is on a downhill slope, try to jump from the downhill side of the car. Okay. Now we are going to demonstrate that tires are not always a good insulator. We are now going to demonstrate what happens if you or someone you know would come into contact with an energized line. Oscar the hot dog is going to help us out. We use a hot dog in this demonstration because they are made of a lot of the same materials that you and I are. Meat, water, and fat. Now let's see what would happen if someone was to touch an energized line. We're going to cut the hot dog open and show you what would happen, what your body would look like if you came into contact with the power line.
You can't see it on the outside.
As you can see, the electricity burns through the inside of the hot dog and passes through on its way to the ground. As we have already discussed, electricity is always looking to find the shortest path to the ground. Now that we've shown you what could happen if you were to touch an energized line, we want you to remember that if a wire is down on your car, truck, or tractor, the safest thing to do is stay inside and wait for help. There's some hazards around your homes to be aware of also. Let's say you have some friends over and we're playing a game of football. One of your friends has a wild arm and throws a football on top of your garage. You really want that ball down, so you find a ladder so you can get on top of the garage. When you get up there, you realize that there's a power line, but you figure you can still get your football without getting too close to the line. What do you suppose would happen if the line made contact with you? It would be the same as what happened to our friend Oscar. You want to always be aware of your surroundings. No football is worth your life. Moving augers, crane bins, or any type of tall equipment can not only be dangerous, but also many times is fatal. Always make sure to watch for overhead power lines. Another possible danger is trees. Trees are great for shade and wind protection, but trees also cause a large amount of power outages. Trees must be trimmed and kept away from power lines. If you have trees near a power line, let your utility know and they will trim the trees. Keep this in mind when playing in trees also. Trees become killers when mixed with power lines. I think Randy will demonstrate what a tree branch can do.
Start on fire.
Yep, they can start on fire. Now let's review what we've learned today through this demonstration. We have learned how to stay safe if we are in a car crash where the power line falls on our car, how to exit a vehicle if and only if absolutely necessary, the hazards of shooting insulators or other electrical equipment, and also the tragedies that can occur from contact with power lines. I hope through this demonstration we've made you aware of some of the electrical hazards electrical energy lets us enjoy a good standard of life. If, however, we are careless around it, tragedies can and will occur. So in the future, look up and live.